Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report that's a bit like a tech company trying to become a resort owner. It's a story of transformation, potential, and a whole lot of risk. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join us. We're looking at Webstar Technology Group's latest annual report, and the big story here is a complete makeover. This wasn't just a change of clothes, it was a change of identity. They started as a software company, but now they're setting their sights on real estate development, specifically family-friendly resorts. Basically, they are pivoting. That's when a company completely changes its target or business strategy. So how did they pull this off? By making a series of deals in 2024, first they sold their existing software licenses to a related company. Then they turned around and bought assets related to Bear Village Inc., a family resort business. It's like trading your old phone for a plot of land. This shift also brought in a new leadership team. Ricardo Haynes took over as CEO, and several new directors were appointed. The old team, including the founder James Owens, is mostly out of the picture, though they still have some influence because of the escrow agreement we'll be looking at soon. This is a common practice to ensure both parties will continue to fulfill their obligations. The new team comes with experience in real estate and hospitality, so it could potentially be a great thing for them. Now, the report isn't all sunshine and family resorts. It includes a long list of risk factors. That's the company being upfront about what could go wrong. Some of the biggest red flags include the company's lack of operating capital, minimal revenue, and reliance on purchasing land at good prices. The report also says that this is a very young company with no prior record. It also says that it will have to purchase large parcels of land to become profitable. Let's scroll down to that specific section. The report makes it very clear that they are a new company, and it is more than possible that they will completely fail. This is important to keep in mind when looking at risk. Now for the numbers, let's scroll to the financials. This is the most interesting part. The company didn't have any revenue in 2024 or 2023 since they were basically inactive and didn't generate any money. They are a startup, so they have no way to make money. Their operating expenses totaled around $398,000 in 2024, which is less than what they had in 2023. SIFT $80,000, it is still not great. The company did cut operating costs, mainly by lowering salaries and related expenses. However, what really stands out is a massive $4.1 million loss, all caused by some complicated accounting related to extinguishment of debt with a related party. This is not great, but it is basically restructuring some old debt from previous activities. Now it's time to look at the company's liquidity. That's how easily they can pay their immediate bills. This is the most important part. Webstar has more liabilities than assets right now. Basically, they owe more money than they currently possess. They're also burning through cash, and their auditors have expressed substantial doubt about their ability to stay afloat. The good news is that they have plans to raise more money, but there's no guarantee they'll succeed. This is very bad, and if they don't find someone to invest or lend them money, they will be unable to continue as a going concern. Let's get to the executive summary. This is what the company is paying people for doing their work. Okay, here is a summary of the 2023 compensation. It is more useful to see what they are planning on paying them rather than what was. The company plans on obtaining insurance coverage for their executives. That's pretty standard. Let's look at who has influence in the company and how much they control. This section is interesting to assess the power structure of the company. This company is largely controlled by outside entities. Gary LaGroteria owns 6.1% and Thunder Energies Corporation controls 50.2%. The new CEO owns a relatively small 2.6%, with Marilyn Karpov owning 4.3%. Something interesting is that the company had to restate their prior reports because of previous errors. It is important to look for this type of restatement in older reports. Let's look at more details. I mentioned that several of the transactions included a related party. Let's look at that. Here is one of them. When there are related parties involved, it might mean that they are doing something not in the company's best interests, so it is good to know these connections. The company is being serious about cybersecurity. They have developed and implemented a cybersecurity risk management program to protect the confidentiality and availability of their information. There are no noted breaches that are material to the company according to the report. This risk is considered as part of the risk oversight function and has been delegated to the audit committee. They receive at least annual updates. Now let's take an overall look at this. Webstar Technology Group has made a very bold shift. The new management has the goal of turning a software company into a real estate and hospitality business. They have some serious challenges ahead. The biggest risk is their lack of cash. They are counting on raising capital to fuel their new plans, and if they can't, the whole thing could fall apart. The related party transactions raise some questions about fairness, but there's nothing obviously illegal. Their new focus on cybersecurity shows that they are starting to be aware of the risks ahead. Overall, this is a high-risk, high-reward situation. It's like betting on a racehorse that's never run before. The potential payout is huge, but the odds are stacked against them. For anyone thinking of investing, it's crucial to understand just how much uncertainty they are facing. What do you think of Webstar's transformation? Are they onto something big, or are they heading for a crash? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings, and join our Discord community where we can continue talking about this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.